Good afternoon, Sacred Spiritual Healer. Your divine messages for the day for the collective wave. It's alright, it's a little late in the day, but let's see what Spirit has for you. Hope all are well. Everything's already been cleared and shuffled, so Spirit, give us true, precise messages for the energy for the divine feminine and divine masculine on this collective wave, please. True and precise messages for the feminines. We have the dolphin. For the masculine, Spirit, please. Actually, there's a card on the floor. Of course, that would be fantastic. Fair. How appropriate, right? So the dolphin, divine feminine, is just glowing with her enlightenment, with her growth as she's ascending. Knows her higher, is in tune with her higher self, listening to divine spirit, is very intuitive and looking playful energy regarding this connection. Has come out of the recent full moon with very playful energy. Feeling the moon energy, sorry, thought we were done. Feeling the moon's energy as the cycle begins to wane, releasing things that no longer serve her, and calling in and manifesting the things of her dreams. The bear is very earthly, very grounded. He's in tune to his higher self, in tune to the divine source, and his crown chakra is currently open. He's looking forward to the light, watching the light as he has emerged from his hibernation of the winter on this card. It's like snow, winter clouds almost around. I realize it's only fall. Just giving the energy that he is emerging from hibernation as if it is winter, okay? The end of winter. It's the end of his hibernation, the coldness of his past environment. He's coming out hungry, being ready to protect the family or those that he cares about, to start his family. Or some of you may be starting families. But looking forward to the future, looking forward to this new cycle, that which is starting anew. Okay? Thank you, Spirit. Give me 5 cards for Divine Feminine, please. 5 cards for the Divine Feminine. Thank you. 2 more. 2 more cards for the feminines, please, Spirit. Thank you. 1 more. Thank you, Spirit. Okay. On the bottom of the deck, cards are upside down. Alright, so 2 of Pentacles, a little juggling right now, still paying it. He knows the one that's loyal to him is beside him. He's turned his back on other ships that have passed. Okay, these 2 are the last. This one, flip it over, flip it over, flip it over. This, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Of course, as I always say, the Spirit will always give you more than you ask for, because He gives you what you need. Alright. Alright. use this deck to clear for the Divine Masculine. Same number of cards for Divine Masculine, please, Spirit. Same number of cards for Divine Masculine. Thank you. Thank you. Let me count reversed. So, coming out of Devil energy. Walking away from things that no longer serve him. Six of Cups wants something that's equal to give and take. This was the Hangman, Justice, and then the Knight. Two more, please, for two more. Two precise messages that you'd like to give to the Divine Masculine of this collective wave. Two more cards for the Divine Masculine. Oh, thank you. Got them earlier for someone. Alright. We may have some Virgos in the house. Alright, so the Divine Masculine, Feminine, sorry, the Page, she's listening for the messages, hoping that he hears her. She's being alert to what he has to say, very happy, and brings pleasure to her because she's got that funny grin, even though this is a man. She's holding on the belief in her faith in the situation with her staff. The cardinals up there are singing and speaking to her, which is the Divine Masculine. She's in her heart chakra in the belief of this connection with feeling powerful with the red cape on her. Listening for his messages to come forth, speaking telepathically. She's ready to move forward with him. Six of Wands. Nope, Six of Swords. Coming through the struggle out after what part of the journey that felt like she had to climb a mountain, they are coming to move forward with these struggles together into calmer waters. He's leading the path while she is, I won't say along for the ride, but she's letting him take charge. She's no longer the chaser. She is the in runner mode, I guess. He's now the chaser. He's leading the situation with the truth. He's in the listening to his intuition, listening to divine source, holding on to this wand staff, moving them both together to calmer waters. He's bringing her out of the cold. The way he's almost leading her, because she's all huddled to him and he's pulling her into him. So he's bringing her out of the cold. Perhaps before there was less communication. They are going to move out of the situation so they can build their pentacles together and walk away, turn your back to the karmic that has been maybe stalking them, hounding them, making them feel locked up. But the Tower is coming in to shake things up, to make that decision final. Things are moving too slow. Divine Source says, came in and said it was a faulty foundation regarding the karmic, and it's time to move and move faster than they have been. Things need to come to fruition in a more rapidly pace. Okay. In divine timing, though. Nine of Swords. The swords are down. Communication is, listening to their intuition, listening to their higher self, Their spirit guides are loyal, resting beside them, knowing that everything around them is safe. The light is there, that they just have to uncover their eyes to see with their third eye what is before them, and that everything is divinely guided. That she is in the high priest mode. She is studying the science behind this journey and the steps, listening to divine source, listening to her higher self, being one with her higher self, knowing that she carries both dark and light energy, because without dark we have no light. She's working on her inner child herself. As she is triggered, she knows, she's studied the science, and she knows how to go in and heal her past traumas from either childhood, from past regressions, from generational traumas that have been handed down. She is true to this belief. She sees all. You can't hide anything from the high priestess. They know. Divine feminine, after this, even she's gone through this, she knows her power, but she also knows there's times to go into hermit stage and follow her light, to protect her light, as he's holding his hand over the flame. So she's going in within her again, doing some more healing of those uprooted belief systems into the new belief systems which she has studied and learned. She carries this on her hip of this robe. It looks like there's a loop of a key. So she knows she carries the key to his heart, and she's just waiting for him, listening when it's right for him to come for her so he can take her out of the cold, tearing down the old so that they can build together. Okay? We'll clarify those in a minute. Let's go through the divine masculines first. Oh, the hermit stage went within because she is following the choices that the divine has given them to follow, the steps the divine has given them, knowing that the divine masculine has been moving as slow as a turtle, that things had to get shook up, move forward at a faster pace. This is because some masculines didn't understand that the karmic was not in their best interest, so the divine source came in and shook things up again, gave them lessons. They've been through many towers now because they weren't listening to the divine. They weren't listening to their intuition or their spirit guides. Spirit guides saying that the time is now. Time is now to move forward, to walk away from those connections and people that don't serve you, to walk away from the devil energy, things that the lust. They know this is a divine connection, but perhaps they still lust for the karmic. Maybe that's why they were with them in the first place. Some of the karmics may be, seen as very beautiful and lust after them. Some of the karmics are like blackmailing them and using dark magic to keep them tied there to them. So divine has come in and protecting the divine masculine to help him walk away from the swords that, I'm hearing swords that cut them off, the swords that were cutting them off from the flame. Thank you, Spirit. The divine masculine wants 6 of Cups with the divine feminine. They know that someone has been spying on them and watching their every move, so that they felt they couldn't come together with their divine feminine because of the someone spying on them. They had to go into the hangman mode after the tower. It's right there with it. The hangman was to think of, they wanted things to move forward. They weren't sure how to get away from this karmic, what they could do to still protect the divine feminine while they broke away from it. So justice came in and served justice to the flames, to bring them together to the one, to follow the light, the sun, so that they could have the sun. The divine masculines understand that they are the King of Swords, but they're just trying to ponder this, sit there on their throne, taking their time, which was again why things had to get shook up. After the shake up, they went into the 8 of Swords energy, tying themselves. This isn't that difficult, right? You pack a suitcase, you walk out the door. But that's making it very simple, I know. But you're tying yourself there, divine masculine. These divine masculines are holding themselves in there because Spirit will protect you when you leave that situation. Just uncross your arms and remove the blindfold, and you will see, because Spirit will show you. Divine Spirit guides will also guide you along your path, the correct path, which is not with the karmic. And the karmic may be person, place, or thing. 10 of Swords, feeling like you're just waiting to be stabbed, like the load has been heavy. The 10 of Swords is completion. It's, the being stabbed in the back has come to an end. The divine feminine is there to help you heal and nurture you. Alright, so let's clarify some 6 of Swords. Clarify 6 of Swords for the feminine, please. Clarify 6 of Swords, thank you. Anything else for 6 of Swords? The feminines have faith. Archangel Metatron, Archangel Michael, Gabriel, and your spirit guides are working to protect you, to lead you in the correct way. They have your back. They are helping you and to bring you the gifts, the spiritual gifts that have been promised you for your following your contract, being true and faithful yourself to your divine masculine. 7 of Cups, choosing the correct one for choosing your divine masculine and staying with it and not choosing a karmic along the path. Clarify 5 of Pentacles for the feminines. Anything else for the... Thank you. Yes, Page of Coins. Your divine masculine knows that you've been working to build your coins, and that you are in your heart chakra, you are in your emotions, and they have been dreaming of being together with you, even though they have the other 3 parties, the other choices. They know you are the one that's being guided together as a divine. This is divinely guided, and he knows that you're the one that's coming from the divine source, that he's trying to have faith and hold on and focus on you, but he's also being tempted by the other options. Probably is why the Tower came. Just saying. It's okay. For the divine feminines, just keep focusing on yourself, loving, giving yourself unconditional love, going in, healing that the past traumas, the inner child healing, every trauma trigger that is given to you because of situations like the other choices are triggers for you to heal from. What do they remind you from in your past? Are they making you jealous? Why were you jealous? To heal those things so that you're at the highest vibration possible, to come in to alignment together. Yeah, you're in with this Tower, the divine source. It says that the battle will be over and the divine masculines will come surrender to you and ask for forgiveness for the sins that they have committed against you, and to choose these other karmics over you is more or less to sin against the divine source. To come against you is to sin against the divine source, because this connection is set in motion from the divine, from God, your source, higher power, the great one, whoever it is you call it, your God. Alright, Spirit messages from the Tower. Oh, hang on. What's this Tower about? What's the Tower regarding? Spirit, without throwing them all over the room. Any other messages for the Tower? Thank you. Because he's supposed to choose the cup of love. He's supposed to bring you the cup of love. He's still in his moon shadow energy here, but he does want to bring you the 10 of Cups, have 10 of Cups with you to his loyal partner, because he knows you are the one that's loyal to him, that you have stood beside him with unconditional love. He's working hard right now on his pentacles, being the Fool, taking that leap forward in divinely guided timing, and wants to be loyal to you, wants to move things forward with you, as he did in one of those boats there. Oh, sorry, this one. And he's, the Hangman coming, trying to put himself in the Hangman, thinking about how he's going to come forth to you, to put the swords down, come in with communication. He knows that he mirrors you, or that you mirror him, and he sees that everything is being divinely guided in divine time. He understands the connection, and he feels this connection, and he's trying to understand it more and learn from you, because he knows that you are the High Priestess, that you are the one that's leading this journey with the knowledge regarding this science of the journey, science of the connection. With 10 of Coins, he's building up. He has a gift for you. He wants to bring you flowers. He knows you're the key to his heart, and that together that you will be prosperous. Clarify the Hermit, please, Spirit. Clarify the Hermit for the feminine. Clarify the Hermit for the feminine, Spirit. Yes, in hermit mode, she was feeling left out in the cold. Anything else for the Hermit? Anything else for the Hermit? Thank you. Thank you. He knows you're the Queen of Wands. He senses, because he knows you mirror one another, he senses or feels that you're upset regarding the choices that he had, that the Tower broke down. And so he may be a little nervous about coming forward, because he feels that energy from you. Again, you mirror one another, so you're feeling each other's energy. One might be depressed, one might be, concerned if they're good enough or not worthy. They want to come in he wants to come in out of the cold as well, to offer you that pentacle, because you are his lover. You're the one he chose with the choices 3 of Wands. Anything for, I haven't even finished, but the High Priestess, because he knows you're the High Priestess. Have that twice. 7 of Coins was what we were going to clarify. 7 of Coins, please, Spirit. Clarify 7 of Coins, choices, additional choices. What's regarding these choices with 7? Still, knowing about the choices brings heartache with the 3 of Swords. There have been many tears on both party sides regarding this 3-party situation. For some, it's a 4-party situation. They know that there's a battle about this connection. They want to come forth, in their heart chakra is open. Their mask here is still masked. They're not coming in with truth yet. But the Spirit will bring that. Don't worry. 9 of Cups, near completion of the cups. Your cup is the only one that fulfills him. The other choices leave him empty and unfulfilled. He wants to be your emperor, and he wants to move forward with the Chariot to bring in those 4 of Wands for a stable connection with you. Anything else for the Divine Feminine, Spirit? Anything else for the Divine Feminines? Thank you. Anything else for the Divine Feminines? On the bottom right now. Judgment. Two of Cups, going to bring the offer. He wants to bring his cup of love so that he can bring it to you, and the two of you merge your cups of love into one. He knows that you're the star, that he wants equal give and take to support one another, to continue to nurture one another. He knows you're the Empress and that you've been nurturing this, that you are the true reason why there will be a birth of this connection, of this family together, to bring in the harvest you've planted, the seeds you've planted. Okay, 10 of Cups. He has turned his back on the other choices with the 8 of Cups, being fully in his emotions now, and focused solely on you. Right now, this almost looks like a cup. If you look at the moon here, and then it comes down along his body right off the bat, it looks like the cup, your cup, that he's been looking to and focusing on, and he wants to come in out of the cold, put a rest to the regret, the regret, and while he may come in feeling like he needs to be a little sneaky, but he wants to be done with that sneakiness, wants to be done with the pain and the hurt between the two of you, and be in his truth. The Divine Masculine, 5, 6, 7 of Coins. He's working on his Pentacles for his Empress. And Spirit saying the other deck, so. Minutes. Clarify the Devil for the Divine Masculine in this way. The King of Cups wants to be done with. He feels like he's your King of Cups, although he's still getting rid of his devil habits, energies. In this situation, we see already from up here that it was 3-party or more situation. There could be other devil energies, but nothing's coming up as of yet. Clarify the King of Cups with the Devil. With the King of Wands. Awesome. So he feels like he's the king twice over with communication and passion. He's battled these devil energies, and he feels successful, victorious, holding up his sword, while he knows he has to come forward and let you know that he's walked away from those things that no longer serve him to protect the flame. He feels struggled because that truth involves telling you about that 3-party situation and other things that have occurred. So he's binding himself behind these swords with this rope. All he has to do is untwist his arms and uncover I can't think of it. The blindfold. Thank you. He feels like he stabbed you in the back with these things, so he's been up late at night thinking of these, how he's going to come out of the 9 of Swords. But he does want 6 of Pentacles with you. He's focusing on his Pentacles to give you that celebration together. Clarify 7 of Swords, Spirit. Thank you. Clarify 7 of Swords. Thank you. I'll go back in and dig those out. They flipped. The Empress. He knows you're the... Oops. We're over here. He knows you're the Empress. You're the one that he's been battling for. And he wants to surrender to you with the 9 of Wands. Another one flipped. Hang on. There it is. Ace of Wands. He wants to, and the King of Swords. So he wants to come in with communication regarding this. His sword is down here, so still not sure on how to come in with his truth. He knows you're the one, that he understands that the two of you share the same soul and you're mirroring one another. perhaps he's afraid to come forth, to let you know that he knows that, because, well, it is sometimes difficult to understand this connection and the way we can talk to one another with telepathy, what we know of one another, right? We see each other in our past lives, we see each other in the things we do, we feel each other's energy, and it's hard to understand or describe, so perhaps he's not sure that that's what you are feeling as well, so he's not maybe in his truth of that, but he knows you're the one, and he needs to have strength to come forward to you, because he wants that Six of Cups. Clarify Six of Cups for the Divine Masculine. Clarify Six of Cups for the Divine Masculine, please. Thank you. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you. Yeah, he wants that Two of Cups with you as your Emperor. Nope, Hierophant, sorry. And there has been a death to the old ways to become that Hierophant, to be your Hierophant. Because you are the High Priestess, and he knows you're the High Priestess. He feels this energy. Clarify the Death card here. Oh, no, that was fast. A death to the old connections, death to the old ways, death to his old person that he once was, coming in with a Knight of Pentacles, the slowest knight. Virgo energy. He wants to bring you a gift, wants to talk to you about this, and his heart chakra is wide open. He knows how he feels towards you, full of love, regardless to who else was at his side. Clarify this Knight of Pentacles. Clarify Knight of Pentacles. Hermit, going inside to think about how he's going to communicate this with you. So then he goes and puts himself in the Hermit stage. I don't know if I have any more decks of cards to clarify with. Move forward and then I'll use these. Clarify Hangman. Yeah, Four of Pentacles wants balance. Holding on to the balance so that he has, as a Knight of Cups, the cup of love to come into you, to give to you, to offer. Wants communication with the Page of Wands. Wants to bring you out of the cold, out of the Five of Coins was in this one up here. Wants to bring you out of the cold with communication, fast communication, so this is more rapidly. And talk about how to harvest what you've both sown, to talk about the seeds you've both planted that have come to fruition and are ready to combine. That energy to clarify the Seven of Pentacles. I don't think so. Yeah. I don't feel like that was meant to be pulled. Alright. Eight of Swords. I think we're going to use the whole deck. Clarifying Eight of Swords still. And the Tower is going to come in for him as well. Equal towers on the same place, pretty much, which is going to bring him the Eight of Pentacles, because he has been working on them so much, and only on that. He does want to bring you the cup of love, put down the burdens that he has been carrying regarding the two of you, and celebrate with the Six of Wands. Clarify Ten of Swords. Oops. Four of Cups. With the clarify Ten of Swords is with the Four of Cups. He's ignoring the other choices he had, the karmic things that were in his life, whether they were, you know, the bad habits like the drinking, smoking, drugs, etc., or the karmic. Either way, he's ignoring them, focusing on you, because he knows and feels in his heart that that you are his true love, that you are divinely given to him, brought to him. You are a wish come true, or wish fulfillment, sorry. And wants to have that Six of Cups with you on the bottom. It's just drawn to it. Alright, anything else for the Divine Masculines with this read? Nope. Thank you. Anything else for the Divine Feminines or the Masculines regarding the first cards in alignment here? He's listening to, she's listening for him. He wants to get rid of his double energy. Clarify those for both. Clarify those for both. Thank you. King of Wands, communication. The figure 8, continuous, knows that you've been going back and forth continually. One that push-pull, magnetic pull, right, with this connection. He wants to have communication with you, give you a gift. He's very sensually drawn to you with the salamander. He wants to have the sun with you. He's in tune to his higher self. You're both listening to your higher self, or in tune to your higher self, knowing that this is a continued connection, and it will forever be going on in lives, past lives and lives to come. Thank you, Spirit. Next one was the walking away cards. Oops. I had 2 of Cups more than once too. King of Cups. Yeah, so the King of Wands wants to come in with this communication regarding the cup of love that he has for you, regardless to the shadow side. I have the moon there that's coming in front of what looks like another moon, the shadow side. So regardless to that shadow side of either of you, he wants to offer you this cup of love and hope that you'll accept it, hope that you'll understand and be forgiving. Although we know in this journey we expected the devil energies, the karmic parties to be involved. We knew that those were going to happen when we contracted before we reincarnated here. So there is no need to ask for forgiveness. If he wants to apologize, that's one thing, but as Divine Feminines, we know because we've studied, right? You've done the study to know that that's going to happen as a trigger to us, to help us heal from past energies or past traumas in our lives. We heal, we forgive both them and ourselves, which helps us to grow in our power of the High Priestess. Seven of Pentacles, being fruitful, being abundant, feeling abundant, strength, being strong when you come forward. And again, the figure 8 is here, being strong about this connection that is a constant, I want to say rubber band effect. Clarify the High Priestess with the 6 of Wands celebration for the Divine Masculine. Clarify the others. What else would you like to say? This one keeps popping up. 6, 7 of Wands. So we have a lot of 7s on the table. 7's very good. Very channeled or divine messages for one another, knowing the spirit guides are giving you messages because they're lightened. You've been enlightened. Both of you have been enlightened to this communication that needs to come forward and to be had so that you can move forward with your Queen of Swords. See, she wants communication. She's going to have communication. She's going to speak her truth, because the High Priestess is that. She is truth. She speaks her truth. She lives in her truth. She stands in her truth. Because she wants to bring in, she wants this communication with the Emperor, and as you see, he's also standing on his truth here, because the bird, being the Emperor, is standing on the sword also. So this Emperor wants truth to be spoken so that you can both move forward to uncover your eyes so you both see each other's truth. In this card, the swords are 2 swords, but it's upright in their truth. Confirmation right there on the Emperor of Swords and Queen of Swords. Nine of Cups. Being fruitful, building your abundance in this connection. And on the bottom, walking away from things that no longer serve you with the Ten of Wands. Anything else for this message, please, Spirit? Before we give them any other things. Any other messages regarding this read? Put an end to the, whoops, it was upright, sorry. Put an end to the Nine of Swords. Stop worrying and fretting over this. Follow your spirit guides and move forward. And Six of Coins, because things will balance out. There will be a balance, give and take. What signs, Spirit, are in this read of the collective? What signs do we have to give? Thank you. 10th house, the world. You have a new beginning together, a new start at this time with the full moon that has just gone by. There's a new start for you. 3 and 4 is 7, but this is your 10th house, so look up your 10th house. Virgo analyzes things. He's probably overanalyzed, which is why things are going so slow. Virgos are known to be like that turtle energy, right? They analyze, and move a little bit further, and analyze, move a little further. But here it looks like the Virgo is, it's funny because this almost looks like the male that's an earth angel. Gemini, you think and think, overthink. 5 and 1 is 6. This is, Virgo is the 9 card. Very spiritual number. And Spirit is sending you synchronicities of numbers. So pay attention. Earth element again for Virgo, 3 and 8 is 11. And this is regarding stability, because Earth is stability, right? Anything else, other signs that are in this connection for this reading? Pisces, you believe, 4, 5, 6. You believe balance is the light, the way. I wasn't sure which one of those. It'll come back out. Thank you. Libra, you balance like the, oh, no, that was Pisces. Balance things out equally. 9 and 1 is 10. Balance for completion. You complete things. You end things at this time. 9, 10, 11. 11 card for air element, aqua, is communicating, whether it's telepathy or verbally. It may even be written, but you're communicating and you're encouraging the communication in all ways. And since this is up in the skies, I would think you're communicating in both 5D and 3D, and with using your telepathy, and they hear you. 50 breaks down to a 5. Saturn returns age. There's an old man with a baby and Saturn with angel wings around him. Again, another earth angel. Alright, so this is what I have for you today, and I will have another reading for the morning. Have a blessed evening. Namaste.